Well, good morning, Seinfelders. It is Saturday, January 21st. It's still cold like yesterday, but I'm inside today. My hands were quite numb after yesterday's outside time, so I think it might be better just to stay inside this morning and get warm. We're alive, we're still here. Some things happened yesterday in Washington, D.C., but we're surviving and we're all doing very, 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 very well. And I've just watched the second episode of Seinfeld called The Stakeout. It actually feels a little bit like the first episode of Seinfeld in that yesterday's was sort of a dry run for the series and things weren't quite developed, and had some really good comments on yesterday's video, as well as actually in person from some people that I work with who also watched the stream. That yesterday's, how weird it was to see that episode. A lot of them hadn't seen it before, and it's something that wasn't fully formed. Whereas this one feels a lot more like a normal episode. Kramer's called Kramer. Jerry's apartment looks like Jerry's apartment. George is neurotic and a bit weird, and of course Elaine is there for the first time. Also, one that's really interesting is the appearance of Art Vanderlei, which you'll know will be a character that pops up well, not a character, but George's alter ego that pops up from time to time throughout the series into import and exports, and of course latex. So keep an eye on that. This episode still feels very, very dated. I think it was out in the early 90s or late 80s. Wikipedia can probably correct me on that. Obviously, the opening sketch was all about checks, and that's something I don't think I've seen for a long time, except in my grandmother's purse. And of course, then after that, there was a sketch in a video store. So if you'd like to see a dated episode of Seinfeld, this would be one to watch. The script felt a bit more normal, a bit more Seinfeld-y. It wasn't the best script, I must say, although I think it was nominated for an award, this one, because it is a bit different. It was a little bit cheesy at the end, but again, like I said yesterday, this was the 80s, this is the time of Family Ties and the Cosby Show and these sort of things, and so for a joke to be cracked about a porn star's parents off the back is very, very strange for a sitcom. I'm going to give this episode 3.5 muffin tops out of 5. I think it's a little bit more developed, so I gave it a higher score than yesterday's, but it's not the best, and I think Series 1 of Seinfeld is still kind of finding its feet. So give it time, guys. If you're just experiencing Seinfeld for the first time, it does get better. Like I said, I'm going to be doing weekend videos at 9 a.m. rather than 8 a.m. because people like to sleep in, so that's why I went live at 9 a.m. today, but of course you can come back and check out the video later on. I want to give a shout out to everyone in Melbourne. We've had a few more followers in the last 24 hours, a lot from Melbourne. Obviously some really horrible things happened in Melbourne yesterday, so for all the people watching from Melbourne, my Seinfelds go out to you, and I hope everything's okay. But to everyone else, embrace what has happened in the last 24 hours, stay strong, and keep watching more Seinfeld because it's going to get us through. Have a lovely Saturday and enjoy your weekend, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.